Hello everybody, how are you doing? It's Enzo today, look, hello Enzo, he's very sleepy. Shh. We'll sing the hello song a bit quietly, so that's your sign for Enzo. Shh, making him yawn. 1, 2, 3. Hello Michelle, hello Enzo, hello everyone, it's nice to see you here. Shh, is he still asleep? Yes, he is. Don't wake him up. Oh dear. Well, how exciting it is today, because I have found a little pot of exciting things, and they're all sorts of bits and bobs that my daughters have collected over the years, and I thought we could sort them into piles. Would you like to help me do that? So in here we've got all sorts of things. So let's have a look. If I move you back a little bit, we'll see what we can find in my glass jar. Let's have a look and we'll organise them. Now, we've got this one. I think this one, hello Bertie, do you want to have a look? There's Bertie, he's come to help us sort them. This, I think, is a stone. It's very hard and it's very, well, it's got sharp, rough bits. And if it was outside and feeling a bit cold, if it was outside or if it was in the sun, it would feel warm. So I think that is some kind of rock or stone. So I'm going to put that one there, that one there. And then I've got another one. What do you think that might be? These are all from the beach, when we've been walking in the beach from years and years ago. This one's a bit shiny. Can you see any of the shiny? I think that might have some quartz or something in it, and that's a mineral, I believe, or a stone. Let's have a look. Let's pop that one there. Then I've got this one. I can't believe that's come from the beach. Maybe that one's just managed to find its way into our pile of things. Now, what's that called? Do you know? It's very long and pointy, and it's a spiral, and a spiral goes round and round and round. It's a shell. It's a very beautiful shell, isn't it? Now, one more. Oh no, this one definitely came from the beach. Here we go. Look at that. It's very beautiful, and it's quite big, and I think something like a crab might have lived in there. It's something called a hermit crab, and they put the little pincery bits out like that when they're walking along. So he's a shell as well. Now this one looks like a stone, but listen, it's not a stone, it's made from something else that grows. Could you think what else it might be? Lots of little things have been nibbling into it over the years, and it's very soft where it's been in the sea, and it's been rubbing it down. That is actually made of wood. So that's going to go there in another pile. Oh, can't see, can you? So you've got shells, wood, rocks and stones. Now let's look for another one. We've got a little tiny one. One of those. Another one. Another one. Another one. Another one. Lots of yellow tiny shells. And these are all found at the beach. I'll put those with our other shells. But we've got more. Look. They look very similar, don't they? Similar size, but they are a bit different because they're different colours. But I think they are also all shells, aren't they? Bertie's sneezing now. Can you hear him? Bless him. I pop those there because they're with our shells. And this one, what do you think that might be? Listen. It rattles. What do you think that might be? Something rattly. I think that must be a seed of some sort. But what kind of plant has a seed that big? I really don't know. It's huge, isn't it? Let's pop that there. Now I've got 4 more, and they are all, I think, different types of stones. Yeah, they all sound the same, so we're going to put those there. So we've sorted all our things into rocks and stones, a seed, some wood and some shells. Now the thing I'm interested with is the shells. Let's have a look. We're going to do a little song and some counting. Are you ready? I'm going to do a little song and some counting. I'm going to help. You're going to need to help me do the counting in a minute. We'll sing the song first. Shiny, tiny, silvery shells lying in the sand. They're not really in the sand, are they? They're on the top there. Pick them up, dust them off, hold them in the hand. How many have you? Can you see? Let's have a count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You helping? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We have 12 shells today. How exciting is that? I enjoyed that, did you? Maybe you've got little collections of things somewhere in your house that you're allowed to go near, and you could sort them into little piles like I just have. Now Bertie was barking to go into the lounge, and now I've finished, he stopped barking and come back in here. Isn't that typical? Never mind. Bertie, you need to make your mind up. Are you going to stay in here or are you going in the lounge? Oh, he's not. He's looking at me like he's off to doing something. Now, are you ready for our story today? Look at this. All in capital letters. That's very exciting. Capital letters means the big parts of the letter rather than the little teeny weeny ones that you normally do to do your writing with. So it says, thank you for looking after our pets. Ooh, well, that can't possibly be a pet. Do you know what that is? It's either a crocodile or an alligator, I'm not sure, but it's got very sharp teeth. And I don't think I'd want to have those pointy triangular teeth anywhere near me. I wouldn't keep them as a pet. Let's have a look at this intriguing book, shall we? Oh, look. Somebody is called Cuddles. That's their collar. My dogs have collars with names on, and they've got Bertie on one of them, and Enzo's got his name on, and Ralph's got his. I wonder who Cuddles is. Let's read the words and see if we can find some things out. It's very kind of you to look after our pets while we're away. Oh, someone's gone on holiday and we can look after their pets. I've written a few notes for you. There's quite a lot to remember. First of all, there's Cuddles. Oh, we're going to find out who Cuddles is. So excited. No. Can't believe it. You're Cuddles? It's probably best if she has breakfast first, as she's always hungry in the morning and can get a little grumpy. Oh dear. And what an enormous breakfast she has. She doesn't just have toast or Weetabix, she has a full English breakfast with 1, 2, 3 fried eggs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sausages, lots of mushrooms and baked beans, and I think these must be tomatoes. Big breakfast. Don't forget to brush her teeth afterwards. Oh, Enzo's woken up. I think I've been a bit noisy, look. Can you see? He's like, shush, Michelle. Trying to sleep here. Shh. Sorry, Enzo. Apologise. Dear. Got a bit overexcited. I'll tell the story a bit closer to the phone then, shall I? Here we go. Well, don't worry about Spock. He likes a long sleep, so he'll have his breakfast later. Well, where's Spock? I can see a long scarf, but I can't see a pet. Did you notice the pet? It's not a scarf. It's very long, but it's not a scarf. What is it? It's a snake in a drawer. Oh. But Spock doesn't mind having his breakfast a bit later. If he starts shedding, please can you put his old skin in the bin? Oh, did you know they do that? So snakes, when they grow, and not like us, when we grow, we just get bigger. But snakes, when they grow, their skin gets too tight for them and they get ever so uncomfortable. So their skin starts to split a little bit and they wriggle out of it and they leave their skin behind and have lovely new fresh skin that's a bit bigger underneath. So when that happens, you just get a little bit of skin on the floor. You've got to put it in the bin. Oh, I think I might put mine in the compost bin. I don't know. What a thought. Watch out for Ping and Pong. They like to dance on the stairs. Sorry, I think I've got a Ping and Pong in my house. I think that might be Ralph and Enzo, because they're always on the stairs. And I can say excuse me to them, but they never mind out the way. And I've always got to climb over them to get past them. They love sitting on the stairs and they play on them sometimes as well. And that's not good because you can trip, can't you? But don't let them make too much noise because Elsie and Edna like a mid-morning snooze. Well, Enzo's having a mid-afternoon snooze. He's back to sleep now. I wonder who Elsa and Edna are. Was it Elsa? No, Elsie and Edna. Let's find out. Gracious me, look at those gloriously, beautifully blue elephants. Shh, I think that might be them. They're fast asleep. I wouldn't think they'd fit on somebody's sofa. They're huge. Please clean out Vincent's cage at least once a day. And don't worry, he doesn't bite. Well, look at Vincent. Do you know what kind of bird he is? Do you think he might be? I don't know. Maybe your grown-ups at home know what kind of bird he is. Maybe you need to do a bit of investigation and see if you can find out what kind of bird he is. Let me move him nice and close so you can remember what he looks like, and then you can maybe find a picture on Google of him. But you need to ask help from a grown-up to do that, don't you? See if you can find out. His shoulders are up above his head, aren't they? And I think he nibbles the meat off of bones, doesn't he? Ooh. Ooh. Oh, look at this. After lunch, George and Ringo like a stroll in the park. I wonder which one's George and which one's Ringo. Who looks like a George to you? I reckon George might be the rhinoceros, and I think Ringo could be the giraffe, but I'm not sure. But whatever you do, don't forget the pooper scooper. Oh dear. Got 3 dogs, and I walk them every day, and I have to pick up their poo and put it in the bin. Isn't that yucky? But I do use a bag. I don't use a pooper scooper. A pooper scooper's like a scoopy plastic thing that you can pick it all up with. I just use a bag. But can you imagine how big the poos would be from a rhino? It would... there it is. It would be huge. I don't know if a bag would fit it. Dear me. Oh, you'll definitely need a pooper scooper. It's bad enough looking after dogs. Who are these? Tea time will be a bit messy. Keep your eye on Bert or he'll try to eat the lot. Can you work out which one of these, I think they may be orangutans, are eating everything? Who is it? There's Bert. He's got all the cupcakes. He's a bit greedy, isn't he? Needs to share with his friends, doesn't he? What a wonderful house to have all these animals in it. Winston enjoys being tickled, especially on his tummy. Oh, he's a warthog, I think. Isn't he gorgeous? I love Winston. But you'll have to catch him first. Oh, I think they are quite fast. They're a bit like a pig with lots of extra fur, aren't they? Orlando likes a bath before bedtime. Look at Orlando. And don't forget the bubbles. Orlando loves bubbles. What a brilliant octopus. And finally, remember to put the cat out last thing at night. Now, you see, I would expect to see a cat in a house, but not an octopus and a rhino and things like that. That I was not expecting. Hold on to your knees, cover your knees, because this animal likes to nibble knees. Cover them up, cover them up. Are you ready? I'm going to show you what it is. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, look at that. Imagine living with a big angry lion. Oh, and just one more thing. If you get the chance, would you mind watering the plants? Oh, well, we don't mind that, do we? We don't mind watering plants. I water my plants in my garden all the time. But do take care. Take care. They do bite. Look at that one. Oh, I think they only bite little flies. I think that's a Venus flytrap. You can look at that on the internet too with your grown-up, couldn't you? A Venus flytrap. Look at that. That poor shocked little fly over the go. Oh, I don't want to be nibbled. I'm too young to be nibbled. Oh. Well, we'll be back next Saturday, and all being well, that means they might stay away a bit longer. Make sure if we're looking after those animals, we've got a bit of extra feed for them. A big thank you, and Any problems are numbers on the fridge. Oh, look, we'll follow these footprints to see if we can find the fridge, shall we? There's a pair of cheeky penguins nibbling straight from the fridge, and I can't see a number. Oh dear. Well, what a wonderful story. There's no more words, which means it must be the end. I enjoyed that story, did you? I quite like that. I wonder what pets you've got. Maybe you could take some photographs of your pets and you could send them to us on your accounts. That would be so much fun to see your pets. I mean, you've seen my chickens and my guinea pigs and all my dogs. I've got quite a few, but I'd love a few more if I could. I've run out of room. And I've run out of time now. It's time to sing the goodbye song. Have you got your watches? I've got mine. We won't sing it loudly because look, Enzo's gone back to sleep. Okay, are you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all our friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye. Time to say goodbye to all our friends. Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, yee-haw! Singing I, yippee, yippee, I, woohoo! Singing I, yippee, I, yippee, I, yippee, yippee, I. Goodbye, everybody.